Alright y'all, hey, how you doing? What's up? Your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to come and knock out a quick episode of Love in Hiphop Atlanta. Y'all, it's hitting the fan. Y'all know what it is. Jock can't keep his dick in his pants, and so now everybody is finding out that he got another baby. I'm just not understanding what is wrong with you niggas. What is so hard about putting a condom on? Why is it so hard? Y'all don't take care of the children. Y'all don't want the babies, but y'all really want to continue to fuck raw and then get upset when the woman turns out pregnant. When she don't do this, the plan B or, terminate the pregnancy, it's all on her. But you're the one responsible to your career, your life, your legacy, whatever, empire that you're so-called building. The only person who's responsible for taking care of that the most is you. So when you decide you want to go out here and raw dog a bitch, and she end up pregnant, I'm just understanding, how do y'all not see, the effects of that? I just don't understand. I don't get it. And y'all want women to follow y'all, but y'all no fucking common sense and logic. The math don't be mathing. You don't even have enough discipline to learn how to be responsible and wear a condom. So if you can't even exhibit that type of discipline for that, why would I follow you? Where the fuck you taking me? Besides the family court. Because now the girl wants her chasup. That's what me and my friend call her chasup, which is child support. She wants her chasup, right? And come to find out, this don't surprise me, but Kendra already talking about at the end of the episode how she was paying baby mamas and, paying child supports and all that type of stuff for Jock. So you creating these babies and Kendra then having to foot the bill? Hell nah. I wish a motherfucker would. Ladies, stop putting yourself in these situations, because Kendra, you knew who this nigga was. And there's always this logic of I'm going to be the one to change him. But niggas don't want to change. You can't force that on a man. He has to want to change for himself. We'll get into it. Let me not keep going on the rant. We'll get into it, because Jock, I swear to goodness, it is men like you who drive me up a wall. It gives me a burning stomach, just a burning in the pit of my stomach. It irks me to no end. Love and hip hop. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, we opened up basically with, I was going to say Serena. Sierra, her house got robbed. Everybody's house is getting robbed. We had Marital getting robbed, Sierra getting robbed, Dorit getting robbed. All these housewives and reality TV shows, y'all keep, flossing, ain't tricking if you got it, what you asking. Y'all here, showing that y'all got, the money and the luxuries and, lavish lifestyle. People gonna want to, they gonna want to, taste of that. Now, it's very unfortunate because, damn, they didn't even get a chance to move in the house yet. And Sierra is now feeling man, bump this house. I don't even want it anymore. I don't even want this house anymore. And, of course, her dude is yo, we just spent a lot of money on this house. I don't give a good god dang. We moving in this house. I understand it's going to be rough, but we'll put up some extra security cameras. Hell, we'll get a German Shepherd if we have to. And I get Sierra's feeling, because it's as a woman especially, you just want to feel safe in your home. How do you feel safe in a home that just got burglarized with guns? How do you go back to that? But see, she's used to paying, rent for high rises and apartments. And Eric, he buys houses. He don't do that. He want to spend his money, the responsible way. And I get it. It's damn, I can spend $2,500 on this apartment, or I can spend $2,500 on this mortgage to actually have a house. I get it. Especially with the way the economy is going, this is some bull. Honestly, you want to move out your goddamn parents' house, and you be damn, if I'm saving money, this ain't even making any sense. $2,000 for one bedroom, and the kitchen look like shites. It ain't even the good fake marble. It's that laminated shit, It ain't the good fake, marble looking ass counters. None of that. No, Cut the cameras, dead ass. Yeah, no, so she's upset about that. Then on top of that, her mother, you know, she's still drinking. I've been drinking. Ooh. I need a drink. Honestly, I need a drink in a quick session. Hopefully I can find my roach somewhere. Y'all know how for all you fellow, you know, green friendly people, ain't it just an amazing feeling when you run into that roach that quarter that you left and you forgot about, that quarter you put down somewhere, or that roach that's still, you know, a good size. You be like, yes, look at glory to the kingdom. That's what always happens to me, because I be trying to save mine, you know, for stressful moments. And I found one the other day, so that bitch is definitely gonna get taken advantage of after this video. But yeah, no, so she's dealing with her mom, the drinking. She's just like, overall, she's stressed, and her and Eric are just kind of like butting heads at the moment. So we have Karlie Red. They were so wrong for that damn zoom up on her ass. Take it out. Get the shit deflated. Gravity starting to take over. It's lopsided. It's looking like two deflated soccer balls smushed next to each other, Karlie Red. It's okay. Like, you don't have to try to keep up with the young girls. Like, you done inflated your face with all this damn chicken grease and silly putty, and it's all up in your lips, your cheeks, your ass. Like, let it go, Karlie. It's okay. Like, let it go. But her daughter's living with her, but the daughter's being a typical spoiled brat, where it's like she don't want to work, but she got an allowance. And, you know, her daughter is definitely spoiled to the max. But Karlie talks to her daughter about how Spice hurt her feelings. And, you know, her daughter, you know, basically like, well, you know, Spice just wants to make sure, like, you for real. Like, you really are about it, maybe. Like, you should go talk to her. And Karlie's really like, everybody got a dream. Like, I deserve a second chance because, you know, pop them tags, like, ooh, Karlie, po Karlie. Like, every, you know, Love and Hip Hop, every franchise, whether it be New York, LA, you know, Atlanta, there's always somebody still trying to make the career work, you know. But she was determined to have a song with Spice. Later on in the episode, they talk about it. But we did see that, you know, Karlie Red had an iTunes hit, but was it because of her, or was it because it had Spice and whatever other dude that was a feature on there? Like, I guess Karlie can, you know, check it off her bucket list and now, you know, go back to living the life that she needs to, which is over there at home with her little boutique, whatever she doing, and, you know, quit trying to just like integrate her way into this young girl's game. Like, it's okay, Karlie. You might have aged out the system, and ain't no age shaming, but I'm just like being realistic. Like, you keep trying to prove that you still, you know, one of the cool girls. You know, you still hang out. I'm a cool mom, you know? And it's just like, Karlie, let it go. Like, you be making yourself look hella corny. So the whole situation with Kendra and Jock. So Kendra's going over to see Bambi and Erica Mena. Or over to see Bambi, but Erica Mena joins. And then Spice actually, you know, was nominated for the Grammy. Y'all know they went over to her house. She was having like a little party. Shekinah is funny as fuck, y'all. Cause when Spice was talking about, oh, you want me to do a fashion show, and Mita was like, oh yeah, I can walk. She was like, and I'm gonna invite everybody, including, you know, Jock and Kendra. And Mita kind of looked, and then she said something slick like, that girl, that's my friend, you know, that's gonna always be my friend no matter what he married, you know. And Spice was like, nah, like, you fucked him. No, he married, girl. Like, he married. That is not your friend no more. So Spice was over there looking at me to like, girl, your friend? Okay. So Mita is definitely gonna try to pull some like I was here before you shit with Kendra, and it's like they've been fucking around a long ass time. Like Mita and Jock been messing around a long ass time. So she's gonna feel some type of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like seniority over him, or just, you know, like, basically, I was here first, bitch. Like, pulling some Ray J, I hit it first type shit. Especially in the fact that she explained, like, oh, I was Jock's, you know, like, real, you know, working woman. Like, I showed him a lifestyle, you know, let me upgrade you. Like, she upgraded him, she says, and you know, she feels in her words. So nonetheless, Spice is looking at her like, bitch, he married, like, let it go. But nonetheless, Spice had her Grammy nomination and she was emotional, crying, you know, obviously talking about her mom and being homeless. Like, it was a really good moment because I can imagine, like, we've seen Spice on Love and Hip Hop a long time, really fighting for this career. So for her to like have this moment was actually, you know, like she said, validating, because we do have a lot of people come on, you know, Love and Hip Hop and say, oh, I'm an artist, or, you know, oh, I'm a rapper. And it's like, but are you really? Are you a rapper, or are you a bitch who want to rap? Or are you a bitch who want to make a song? Like, those are two different things. Like, a woman who just want to make a song and actually being a rapper. And that's why Spice was looking at Karlie like, girl, I don't know if you taking this shit seriously. Like, are you really? But yeah, like I said, she's nominated. Spice is like, I mean, she kind of was like, oh, can you get two extra tickets, a +2? And everyone was like, you know, she got a man, right? So yeah, back to Kendra and goes over to Bambi's house, and Bambi's letting her know, like, girl, okay, now look, because I'm your friend, I'm trying to let you know what the buzz is, okay? Everybody talking about how, like, you know, there's a baby and, you know, he's possibly talking to somebody else. And I knew by Kendra's reaction, she knew all of this. She was giving her like, oh, word? Like, man, like, what? Like, it was so obvious that she was privy to this information. But she's got to play it up. And then when she said that stuff at the end of the episode, like, it was a given. But nonetheless, you know, Baby's telling her because she feels like, damn, it's my friend. Like, I got to let her know what everybody's saying behind her back. Like, she just got married. You know, she should be in honeymoon, you know, phase. But how can you when your nigga can't keep his dick in his pants? You know? So as they're talking, Jock goes to meet Scrappy and Rich Dollars. And Scrappy, you gonna miss us with the bullshit talking about, man, I didn't even know nothing about that. You know, that's Cuzzo, but shoot, I ain't know. They're like, oh, you didn't know he was messing around with Mita? And he was like, man, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. And like, Scrappy, cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. But yeah, so Scrap is basically, he get right to it. So Jock, I'm getting out of quarantine. Now all of a sudden you got a baby. You know, there's a mistress. Like, what's going on? And of course, do what niggas do. It's always rumors, you know. People always want to bring up rumors like, I'm happy, I'm married, I got me a woman. You know, shoot, let the internet tell it. Me and Karlie go always be a thing. And it's like, well, didn't the bitch pop out a cake for your bachelorette? For your bachelor party? But yeah, it's just rumors. And Rich was there, so, you know, he quiet because he was like, nigga, you do know, like, this shit is on camera. So, yeah, Scrap, like, talking about, like, rumor, you know, Karlie was there, popped out of the cake, man, you know, people always just want to say stuff, you know, it's all rumors. And all of a sudden, that tune changed when Scrap was like, well, look, I'm going to let you know, Kendra over there with Bambi right now, and Bambi going to be telling her some stuff that she thinks she know. And real quick, Jock went from, oh, it's rumors to, well, look at me. Do I think Mita is my woman? So if there's anything that ever happened, I guarantee it's information she already privy to. So if you ain't do nothing, why is she privy to information? See how that work? See how that work, Jock? If you ain't did nothing, what information does she need to be privy to? Or that she already is privy to? Right? So, like, it's the bullshit like that. Just be like, niggas. That's when, anytime you hear a story and you just, like, the first, everybody knows, especially black people, you just hear a story and all you can think is just, like, niggas. Like, just niggas. That's all you can say. But yeah, so now all of a sudden, she privy to information. So Erica Mena show up with Kendra, they drinking, smoking hookah or whatever, and Erica fills her in on, you know, Mita. You know, Mita, right? And here go Kendra acting dumb. Nah, I don't know, dude. I think I've heard of her before. She was like, well, she was at the game. I remember that game night, because that was the day that Scrap De Leon got into it with, that's when his whole beef started happening. At the beginning of that game night. I remember that day. So Mita being there, like, let you know this bitch been around a long ass time. So she was like, like, I've heard of Mita, but, only with, Jock saying, like, he worked with her, or, and so it's kind of like, well, let's call the bitch, like, let's call her. So they call, actually, Sierra first, because, they want her to explain what happened at Spice's party. And Sierra let her know, like, girl, look, she was at the party, stood up, and she basically was like, that my man, we've been messing with each other since, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, a little bit of 20, sprinkle a little bit of 20 in there. And so now Kendra's like, the fuck? Like, I know about it, bitch, but I mean, look, some timelines are starting to overlap here. So it's just kind of like, ironically, here go Jock calling. And I think Jock was calling to try to give Kendra, like, either a heads up or to catch her before the shit went down. Okay? He was trying for the shit went down. And nigga, you was late. I appreciate the fact that Rich ain't played no games with Jock either. Man, Mita, he was, cause Scrappy was like, man, like, all this stuff going on, cuzzo. And Rich was like, oh yeah, I went walking with Erica Mena. And Scrappy said, wait a minute. He said I was in quarantine. Jock got a baby. Rich out here with Erica Mena. What's happening? Like, he was, what's happening? So he's like, oh, Erica Mena. He was like, man, she let me know about everything. And and Jock want to pull the man. It's just all fake. Everybody gonna say what they want. I ain't got no mistress. And just Rich out just with it. So you fucking Mita? Like, it was like, and Scrap said, whoa, we just gonna bust it wide open, huh? So now it's like, man, I ain't never with Mita. I done told, Kendra about her. Y'all know we do business together. And if there's anything you niggas don't know how to do, is keep business. If a girl wants to offer up her coochie, y'all don't know how to turn it down. Most men, if offered a platter of coochie, even though they know it's the wrong thing to cross over that line, they're going to do it anyways because you lack discipline. Y'all always think with this little head instead of the big one, and y'all fuck all y'all life up doing that. Ask Marital. So Scrappy, you can tell, is trying to help Jock out because he started asking about Rich. Man, that's the shoe that Jock, that ain't even interesting. What's interesting is Erica Mena and Rich got up and left. Nope, you ain't ready to put me in this. Nope. So Rich got up, and it's like, Scrap, I saw what Scrappy was trying to do because he kept trying to bring up Rich and Erica Mena, like, to basically switch subjects. And it's like, no, I see you, Scrappy, trying to help your cousin out, but at the end of the day, he's busted. So they called Mita, and this is where Mita starts to get a little finicky, bitch, because they call and they're like, is this Mita? And they're like, yeah. Kendra couldn't even wait. Mita, this is Kendra Jocelyn's wife. I need to know, when was y'all hooking up? And so Mita lets her know, well, what do you mean hook up? She's like, fucking. When the last time y'all had sex? And Jock was on the phone because he tried to hit Kendra with it's just rumors. You need to call Mita. You ain't even got no receipts. So Jock was on the phone. Kendra was on the phone. And she was like, man, well, I mean, it was 2019. No, she was like 6. She was like, well, no, that was a few years prior. And Erica Mena was like, well, that's not what you said at the party. And then Mita hit it. Well, I told my story, whatever the other, I don't know what they told you, but the story is, I know what my story is, and however they took what it is and ran with it, I can't, it was just kind of like, Mita, And I agree with Bambi, bitch, if you're going to be a part of the Style Bitch Coalition, then stand there. Like, Mita, you want to sit there and put your stamp on Jock, but you also don't want to take the onus of understanding, okay, in doing that, you recognize that you was the side bitch. So it's kind of like, you can't have it both ways. So now, of course, Kendra is pissed off because she's like, this man done been beside me. Like, I done paid for baby mamas. I done paid child support. He was in the room with my mama, my daddy. Like, F him. Like, for real, like, F him. So Jock hung up because And so Kendra, she crying and she decides, I can't do this. She's like, I'm going to investigate though. I'm a lawyer. I'm about to investigate. I'm going to get this information. So it's like, oh, hell, here we go. So we see Sierra, her mama, y'all know she's sick. She came back from the hospital. She's over there speaking with Eric. Come to find out, Eric daddy basically had the same drinking issue. And you can't save nobody who don't want to be saved. That's one thing about any type of addiction. Like, you got to let the person handle it on their own. And so hopefully Sierra's mama can, you know, keep up with continuing to be sober, because I think it's called like cirrhosis of the liver. Like, that's bad. Like, it take a lot of people out. Spice stops by to see Karlie Redd at the studio, and she was like, oh, I'm trying to see, you know, if you taking it serious. And Karlie's like, you ain't got to try to act like, you know, like, girl, we here. I see you, okay? I know you got nominated for a Grammy, but, you know, bitch, bring it down, okay? I know you before all of this. That's what Karlie was trying to say. But at the end of the day, like, Spice put in the work in the industry, Karlie. And a lot of people could view you as, like, just trying to do what most bitches do. I want a song, you know? But the engineer in there was letting Spice know, like, no, she been in here. She been in here working. So they played a song, and Spice is here for it. She don't fuck with the chorus. But overall, she like, you know what, Karlie? Like, this can be something, you know? So they ended up basically working through their issues. So we get to the end of the episode, and Kendra pull up to the crib. And Jock is just real, what's up? We need to talk. So she sit down with him and was like, yo, like, this is some bullshit, because it's like, here we go. I'm always dealing with something with your ass. And he it's just rumors, you know. And she's like, well, no, Jocelle, like, it ain't rumors, because you know I'm sitting here playing and acting like I don't know about this motherfucking baby when I know it's real. So come to find out, you know, they took a break in 2019. She did her, he did him. But once again, he did him without no condom. So you know what happens after that? Knock, ding dong, baby. You know, so it's like, damn, like, you dudes go out here, y'all get irresponsible as finnuck, okay? And so she's like, I decided to, you know, love you through that. But it's like, damn. He's like, well, you bring this shit up. You said, when we got together, we promised not to bring it up. And she's like, I'm not. People are bringing it to me. Like, people are bringing the information to me. And it's like, I'm sitting here trying to play like, like, I don't know. But it's like, I know this shit is for real. So Jock, hard, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Somebody called me. But nonetheless, you know, I didn't appreciate how Jock tried to do some, like, I don't like it. He tried to put some emotional warfare, like guilt tripping type bullshit, because it's like, I already told you about Mita. And she was like, yeah, I knew about Mita, like, as far as like the house situation, but like, this bitch is saying like, y'all was fucking together consecutively. So if that was when the time we were together, like, we gonna have an issue, because I keep putting up with shit and it keeps bringing up, it's like PTSD, because I'm trying to get over one hump, but then something else happens, and so it's gonna bring all this shit back up. So then Jock, he wanna pull up, you know, when you said I do, you know that problem that came with a promise to go through everything with me, like, you gonna stick with I do. And it's like, don't try to pull that, nigga. Like, don't even do it. Don't even try to put no guilt trip me with the, I mean, when you said I do, you said to everything that come with it. Like, you know, ain't that what you did? I'm just stuck. Cause no. It's to an extent of the shit I should have to accept dealing with your ass. So now he want to put up, I mean, let's just go back to the pastor, you know, the pastor, you know, he helped us before, and, you know, he helped us push through this, you know, we can go talk to him, and, you know, and that's what he want to do. I'm going to go talk to a man who I know is going to tell us to work through our marriage, because that's what I want. He's basically going to convince us to stay together, because we know the church folk, they don't believe in, you know, splitting up. So let's go back to the pastor who convinced us to work on everything, and we can push through this. Like, you know, this ain't nothing. You know, we done been through this before. That's the problem. We done been through this shit before, Jock. How much that she got to keep going through with your ass? So she just put, Jocelle, I can't keep doing this, you know, like, am I going to be able to trust you? I'm going to talk to Kendra. Like, I still want to talk to Kendra. I mean, you a lawyer, you determined to do it. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm determined to get the information, because we've been together since 2015. So anytime after that, nigga, we got a problem. Do y'all really think when they had a break, or when they got back together after the break in 2019, that Jocelle didn't double back? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, you guys, that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all tell me what you think about Mita. Is she playing games? Do y'all believe her and Jock were still fucking when Kendra was together? how do you guys feel about Erica Mena joining, like being on Real Housewives of Atlanta? If you were Bambi and Sierra, would y'all have said something before they got married? Like, what would y'all have done? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And let me know what you think. See you guys next time. Deuces.